This birding lark makes you frightfully hungry, you know. So after the exertions of Lafitte's Cove, our intrepid heroes head off to a nearby beach for a spot of lunch. Tally-ho!
This is where we ate lunch. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's just one of the random beach access points in Galveston.
Some of us looked at plovers, some of us didn't. What did we see, Phil?
We saw ruddy turnstones. We saw Forster's terns.
We saw some plovers, right?
We saw some plovers.
What were they?
Semi-palmated and piping, we think. Pretty sure.
And then
Heard an eastern meadowlark.
That was pretty much our lot here, but for a lunch stop, that's not bad.
No, I mean, when you can literally just sit and stare at the waves, that's nice.
Pretty sure there are more terns as well that we're not catching flying by.
Probably.
But now we are going to, for a change of pace, we're going to get away from this horrible beach and go back to the middle of town and wander around a park. But yeah, we're off to a town park, and then we're going to take it easy tonight because tomorrow is going to be epic, in theory.
Well, sad to say, the town park turned out to be an avian desert. But were they downhearted? Well, yes. So a little sightseeing at Houston Space Station was the order of the day, followed by a chilled-out evening of relaxation.
Dude, can you believe that shuttle just landed like that? I mean, what are the odds?
Pretty small.
Yeah.
Angie, what do you think?
Now, you can't tell, viewers, but she's blinking.
That's for any form of communication. So, how many birds we got, Phil?
63 so far. Not bad for the first day. What's that? You want to know what the most recent one was? A mourning dove.
Really?
Yeah. And how many lifers have I added so far? Dear viewers? 3 so far for me. And I really want to know how many Rich has added, because I think it's going to be quite a few.
It's going to be more than 3.
Welcome to poolside, everybody.
So what makes you guys excited about going birding?
Do you know what I think? I think I'd like to hear Rich's ideas first. Go, Rich!
Well, there's, I guess it's twofold. First fold is that it's nice to go, it gives you a good reason to go out and explore the wild.
That's what I'm talking about.
Second part is that it's fun, the collection side of it is very fun. It's fun to find something new that you have not previously seen. You know what? It's threefold. The third fold is that it's kind of fun to study and learn birds and like gain a greater knowledge of them. It sort of gives you it's exciting to continue to see birds and get to know them better. Okay, I've said enough.
Well, let me answer.
No, that's it.
Oh. I mean, you have kind of trodden over most of my thoughts, but certainly I'm a big fan of listing. I have a very number-driven mind. Yeah. And so, like, being able to like collect them onto a big listing is very appealing to me. That fits my mindset very well. I remember my 50th bird was a great horned owl, and I remember that because it was a really cool bird, and I was really happy to hit a cool bird on a landmark. Likewise, my 400th lifer was the water rail in England.
All birds are cool.
I mean, yes, they are, but like, I like having something kind of dramatic to hit certain landmarks. Mm-hmm. I do really enjoy like looking for rarities. that, I think I appreciate that more than you.
Yeah, you do.
I've done lots of twitching, and I like the thrill of the chase, and that I find really interesting is how do birds adapt to being out of place, and so that's kind of cool.
I think we're all, in a way, birds trying to adapt to being out of place, aren't we? On a deeper level.
No, I don't know that really
That's
works
just
as an
nature.
analogy.
Nature is always adapting, and the ones that can't adapt die.
Lest we forget, he who hesitates snuffs it.
But you look at birding as like a collection. You're collecting birds.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's not to say that
You shouldn't collect them. They
using
should
it
be
as-
allowed to stay out in the wild, Phil.
using it as an excuse to get out, I mean, that's a very valid point. Like, and that's what I focus a lot on my blog is like being able to combine getting out and like walking during my day with looking at birds, and how that's good for both mental and physical health, because it's good to take a break from being at my desk and get up and walking about, and it switches my head off work for a bit, which is good.
And you just like to get outside and go for walks and have something, a purpose
I mean,
to it.
it gives me a good reason to do it, and it gives me something enjoyable to do whilst I'm doing it. And ultimately, usually that takes over the walk. Like, quite often I'll walk a little ways, and then I'll just... What I quite like to do is stand in a place and sort of just, like, enjoy the potential thrill of what birds may appear. Thrill might be too strong a word, but not really. It's a thrill, it's just a small thrill.
So why birds over anything else?
Here's the thing about birds. Birds are difficult to see, but not too difficult to see. Birds just have a nice curve for doing this.
And there are birds everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. On every continent there are birds. In every type of landscape, birds have adapted to fit that niche.
We should watch out for them.
I would also say that I think we can see the diversity in the fact that today, without going crazy hardcore birding, we did a lot of birding, but I don't think we did crazy hardcore birding.
No.
We still saw nearly 70 different species today.
Yeah.
I think we need to go to sleep.
Yep.
So that we can go bird tomorrow.
Night.
Bye.
Avian Adventures will be back at a screen in front of you before you can say ornithological optimists, charming the birds out of the trees with the wonders of Aransas.
I'm not saying...
It's really hating on the insects, isn't it?
I'm not saying you shouldn't study insects, but...
But if you do, you're weird like an insect.
Yeah.
Crazy hardcore birding.